I've heard rallying described as worse than crack for addiction. Well, I've never tried to quit, so that's maybe a different point.
Have fun is the #1 priority. I first tried this event back in 1987. I think I've been in it about 15 times since then.
My best friend Tim talked me into doing this like 2009. He's like, hey John, we should sign up for a rally. You can bring like, your regular daily driver and like we can do this TSD thing. I'm like, what the heck is TSD Rally?
So at the most basic level, it's a driving adventure. Having fun on interesting roads with a bunch of friends. You're trying to do an average speed that is within speed limits and stay within a 1-second window of that time. But it's meant to be challenging in places, so you will not manage the average through every corner. You might be able to maintain the average through this tight set of corners at the expense of a whole lot of wheel spin. All four wheels churning and the snow flying. Now I'm on time to the wrong place on the road, and so therein lies the challenge. Conditions. My guess is we're probably going to have mud and gravel changing to mixed mud and slush and maybe ice, and then maybe compact snow further up. It could go either way. Basically, I drive ahead of the first cars to make sure everything's in place. We then have 4 timing crews, and they will go to various spots along the route and will time the cars as they go by. The cars don't know where they're being timed.
Early?
Yeah, just a little bit.
It's Claudio.
So I'm just marking down the rough times to the second.
It's sort of double checking the computer scoring as well as just a check that all the cars have passed us. We haven't lost anybody. So. It's a lot of noise for somebody who's more or less on time.
Exactly.
And then at the very back, we have what we call a sweep crew. And so we have a truck that has some extraction capabilities because once in a while people do slide off into a snowbank and need to be pulled out.
The roads are kind of slippery.
Oh, do a gentle pull first, which isn't going to do much, and then I'll give you a tug.
The Thunderbird Rally was originally a UBC sports car event in 1957. It grew quite a reputation of adventure in the snow through the 60s into the early 70s. Mid-70s, the nature of rallying was starting to change. Sort of top-level competition moved towards what we call performance rally, where you have closed roads and you go as fast as possible. That didn't really suit the event so well, and so they stopped organizing the event. I ended up restarting it in '87 as a university student who had by then entered, I think, a total of 3 navigational rallies in my life.
I went to a meeting out at UBC in some little back room somewhere, and they were talking about how they'd love to try this. I go, well, sign us up.
We made a whole raft of mistakes.
We started the rally at UBC and went all the way to Williams Lake on the first day. So it was a long go, I'll tell you.
We have a bunch of people out this weekend for whom it's their first event.
For some reason, our RICT app is an hour off, so kind of going by the seat of our pants at the moment.
Pretty bad time-wise.
Yeah, 3,000 penalty points. We're doing great right now.
We're doing great.
All is good. It's a great opportunity to get out for a weekend, see like a part of the province that you just don't normally get a chance to see. Get a real appreciation for what BC is and like get into these back roads and see the farming communities.
I get a good feeling out of creating an event that a lot of people have fun at. And you see the buzz, you'll see it at the end of the first day and at the end of the rally itself. And people swapping stories and oh my God, this happened, we were so close. It's a really friendly group of people, and that really is part of coming back.